Yeah, I think there's a mixture of things that's, where the rises come from. I think, obviously the NBA is so accessible now through highlights, social media, those sorts of things, YouTube. I think Breaker's success in the past, obviously having Steven Adams in the NBA as well helps, but also the great work that a lot of our associations are doing and building these programs for these kids to have somewhere to play. I think now New Zealand is finally realising that these things are a reality. I mean, having Steven Adams in the NBA helps, like kids see him and go, I can be like him. And before him we had Sean Marks and Kirk Penny for a little bit. So, having those role models being in the top leagues in the world gives our kids aspiration to be able to play in those leagues. Yeah, we've got more female players in the United States on scholarships than males. So if you're asking, is the female game exploding? Absolutely. And we've got a real focus on that as a strategy at Basketball New Zealand as well. Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, obviously the popularity is causing problems all over the show, not just venues, but having coaches, having officials, school bench volunteers, it's putting pressure on the system. So for us, we're trying to fast track a lot of those areas to be able to make sure we've got, the resource to be able to keep up with the growth. But facilities is obviously the one, you come into a facility like this and there's people in the middle of the day playing basketball in here, and it's awesome to see that people just want to get on a court. Like, it takes you a while to wind down after a game and the adrenaline's pumping, so you got a 8-year-old kid who's finished his game at 9:15 at night, and then he's got to go home and unwind and get ready for school the next day. So it's not ideal, and we're doing everything we can to minimise that. But at the moment, everyone's bursting at the seams. Yeah, I believe we're on track to be the biggest sport, participation sport in this country. I know the numbers are certainly saying that right now, and certainly the plan is to keep the growth going. The challenge is being able to, again, sustain that growth and be able to resource it accordingly.